Hi, I'm Janelle with brand Junkin New, and this is the second vintage Christmas haul video. So today will be all Christmas, and they're all items that I picked up at a recent vintage Christmas auction, as well as a couple stops at estate sales and thrift stores. So today is all Christmas from all different decades and all different styles, but it is all vintage. So we're gonna go through all of that. I'm gonna show each item to you individually, but first I wanted to bring your attention back to Mr. Green Rushton Santa Claus. So if you watched the first vintage Christmas haul video, you know that he is now on auction on eBay. So that auction ends on Black Friday at 10 p.m. Also, I'm going to encourage you to open up the description of this video. So somewhere at the bottom of the screen where I'm sitting, there's a little gray arrow, usually pointing down. If you click on that, it'll expand the video description, and in there is a link. So one hyperlink. So if you click on that, it'll open a whole menu of all my social media and all my shop links. So in that menu, in that link tree, will be a link to my eBay. There will be a link to my Etsy shop, my Instagram, which is where you want to go if you're looking for the Christmas sales, discounts, and coupon codes, because that's where I post those on Instagram, as well as my Facebook. So make sure you open up that link tree, find me elsewhere so that you can keep up to date with what's going on, as well as like the new inventory. So let's get to our Christmas haul for today. And again, if you have questions, you can leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, and you can subscribe using that little red button in the corner as well. So first thing we have today, I don't know that these guys are, oh, I just dropped one. I don't know that they're in the best of shape. They appear like they might have been used at one point, but I felt like they were worth saving because they're super cute. So these are little paper party favor boxes, so you'd fold them up so they make a little box. They're from about the 1980s, I think. They're made by Hallmark, and the image depicts Santa carrying a garland and then all the little forest animals helping him. How cute is that? So they're little chipmunks, bunny rabbits, and then I love the little hedgehog at the end. So the way these work is you fold them up, and there are tabs and things, and they turn into little paper favor boxes. They're about that big, and you can see it creates like a little box. And I would say it's big enough to put like maybe 3 Hershey Kisses in. I don't know that I'd put any unwrapped candy in there because they are discolored from age, so there is some yellowing of the paper. There are some stains. I think they have been used. I don't know where they've been stored. But really cute for a little Christmas table. So I have 5. There are 4 here, and I just dropped one on the floor. So there's a set of 5. I think I paid like $1. Not sure what I'm gonna list them for. But they will be in my Etsy shop, and I think they look really cute on a Christmas table. So they'll be in my shop as long as I don't decide to use them myself. Next up, I have some candy containers. So I actually have a few more than what I'm going to show you today, but I figured 2 was enough. So these are vintage candy containers. This is probably 1940s, 1950s. It is hard plastic, and this Santa is made by Irwin, and he is a little bit brighter than most. Usually the red is a little bit deeper. He is marked Irwin. He's got the little Irwin emblem at the back of his neck, which is like a little circle with a banner through it. No breaks, no cracks, the paint's good. And he's a big guy, so if you look in the back, there's the opening that used to hold candy. Here's a comparison to the side of my head, to the size of my head. That's about how big he is, so I'd say like maybe 6 or 7 inches. I don't remember what I paid for him. I actually got him in a lot of various Santa things at the auction. So, and I can't remember like averaging the items, the cost of the items, what I paid for him, but it wasn't much. It was a couple bucks. I'm probably going to list him around $18, like, yeah, somewhere in there. He's big. He's in great condition. And I like his color. He's really bright. So there's that guy. And then I have another Irwin Santa Claus. So the Santa on the skis is a pretty popular one. This guy has a little hole up here. His hat kind of loops over, and where it loops over, there's a little hole to fasten a hook or a hanger so you can put them on your Christmas tree. So he'd make a really cute Christmas ornament. He did once hold candy. There's his little candy spot. And what's special about him is that his skis are not plastic. They're actually made of metal. So they're a thin metal. I'm going to assume they're tin. I think they're tin. But they're metal. Usually they're plastic and one's always broken. At least one is always broken. Neither are broken. They're both in really good condition, green paint. But they're metal, so that's an Irwin Santa candy container with metal skis, and he also doubles as a Christmas ornament. And a lot of the little candy containers did. They had some way to fasten a hook or a hanger so you could put them on a tray. So there's that little fella. Again, he came with the same lot. I'm not sure what I'll list him at, and I know that I only paid like a couple bucks for him, but he's in good shape, no breaks, and his paint's still good. Hasn't all worn off yet, so not even in the 60 years, 70 years that it has existed. Next up, and I have a bunch of these, I have paper mache. These are old paper mache. You can see maybe you can see the paper inside, but these are paper mache Santa boots. So I have 3 big ones, and then this one has a little hole punched in it. You can see they're pretty fragile. I have 3 big ones, and then I have 3 smaller ones. So these are the approximate sizes. All of them have some wear. So this white band around the top, which is made of paper, is peeling off. Some have little dents and dings in them, like that one you can see. This one has a little chip of the paper mache on its toe. The paint is in varying conditions, so they're all in different stages of different degrees of condition, wear, I don't know. But they're really old, they're paper, and so they've been through it, they've been used a lot. These were probably originally packed with candy, and were paper mache candy containers. They probably had some kind of seal across the top. Now they're empty. You can do with them what you like. I've seen them used in wreaths. I've also seen them with like sprigs of Christmas greens on them. They also look cute just displayed as is. So I've got 3 this size and 3 this size, all varying condition. And I don't remember the price that I put on these. These are already in my shop. I don't remember what I priced them at. I'll put it down on the screen when I edit the video. And what did I pay? I think I paid like $15 for a box of 6. So about $3, a little under $3 a piece. So there are those guys. And I have 6 of those, 3 large, 3 small. But here's another, you can see the different degrees of wear on them. His little top is broken a little bit, but the rest of them is in really good shape. So they're all a little bit different in their wear pattern. All right. Next up, I've got I always love the vintage stockings. It's always unfortunate that they usually have somebody's name on them. This one was Boone's, Boone, B-O-O-N-E. So this one has Boone written on it. The silk screen or the screened printed image on it is so vibrant and good. So it's Santa Claus carrying a Christmas tree, and then it says Merry Christmas at the bottom. It's got 2 little bells jingling, you can hear them, playing on the back. So I love these felt stockings. I always love the vintage images, and they almost always have a name. So also in my shop, I've got one for Nancy, and I think I have one for Bob. I have one for Mom, gonna be in my shop. So they almost always have names on them. So I don't know how people address that. I guess some people might try and cover it up, some hang it as it is. I think the name Boone is funny and unique, so if I were going to use this in my house, I would just leave it as is probably, and as like a little tribute to whoever Boone was. So very cool, super bright, vintage stocking. I really like this one. And then, so this was something that was completely new to me that I picked up at the auction. So this is something I have 0 experience with. I'm actually going to take it out of the box so it shows up better on camera. But this is and I hope I don't mess up this name. I hate when I mispronounce things and sound like a dodo. It is Koestel, K-O-E-S-T-E-L. Oh, this isn't fastened at all. This is an adorable little angel ornament. So little angel ornament. She has a felt dress. These are metal, you can hear it, metal wings. And then she has, it's not going to show up as beautiful as it actually is. The pictures in my shop are better. But this little tiny wax head and hand-painted face, and then painted on gold hair. She is really pretty stunning for her size. Somebody did this by hand. It's handcrafted. It is made in West Germany. And again, it's Costel. So it's got a Costel label inside of her. She's cone-shaped. So you could also use her as a tree topper. She has a string on her, so you could use her as a single ornament. But the face that just isn't showing up on camera the way that I would hope it would, but it is a beautiful, tiny little wax sculpted face. It is so cute. And she is overall probably 3 inches, so she's pretty small herself. Would make a really cute little tree topper on like a tabletop tree, a small Christmas tree. Costel, Koestel. This was my first experience buying one of these, but really cute and delicate and pretty. And I love the gold. The gold is super shiny and vibrant. I think this was made like 1950s. And I think I listed her in my shop somewhere between 25 and 30, I believe, which was pretty much the going rate for these angels online. So, and it's in the original box, which I took it out of to show you. So that is the Costel wax face angel. Really cute. Next up, so I have a few putz things. I actually, at the Christmas auction, purchased a lot of putz houses. I'm almost sold out. So I am showing you today some of what's left. I don't have many left. This is a set of 3, or at least I'm selling them as a set of 3. 3 putz houses. You can see they still have the cellophane windows in them. These are ornaments, so it's hard to get it to show up on camera. Let me see if I can get it against here. If I get it against, still can't see it. There's a little metal hook right here. So these are each ornaments. They're smaller sized houses. They have hooks on the top, metal hooks for hanging, or to attach a hanger. It's like a loop, a metal loop. And then in the back is the little hole to put the Christmas light. So these are meant to have the light inserted so that you can see the images on, and you can see the glow of the cellophane windows. So these have their cellophane windows intact. They all kind of have a white theme with these little brush trees attached. So there's the other one. That's the second one in the set of 3 that I've put together. And here's one that has like a little bit of red. They all have kind of white with little red accents. So this one, again, with the windows, it has the loop. This one has a little bend on the end, but nothing significant. So this is a set of 3. All 3 of these ornaments I'm selling together. They come as a set. So I think I have them listed around 28 for all 3 of them, I believe. All in really good condition. They have their trees, they have their mica, they have their windows and doors, they have their hooks, and there's no major wear or damage. So there are those. And then I wanted to save it for last, but I'm gonna go ahead and show it since we're in the putz department right now. I also have this gorgeous cardboard putz church, light up church. So the steeple's a little wiggly right now because it actually comes off for storage. But if you look there inside, I'm gonna wiggle it so it shows up. You can see the bell inside the steeple, and then all the windows are intact. You can see the cellophane windows there. There is some damage. This one is actually not intact. This one is actually torn out. And then there's this silver medallion, real pretty detail there. It's got the eaves on all the windows, and then the brush trees with the snow attached. So this is a light up. This has a cord. The cord is in really great condition. It works. It has a working bulb in it right now. And so I'll ship it as is, and hopefully it'll arrive to you with that bulb intact and still working. Sometimes the filament inside the bulb gets jostled during shipping and doesn't work when it gets there, but it has not ever happened to me personally, but I hear about it. But this is an awesome little white vintage putz cardboard house. So if you've got the putz village and you've got a ton of the houses and you need something to kind of ground the putz community in your village, Christmas village display, this would be an awesome center attraction for your Christmas village. So there is that guy. I think I listed, this is in my shop, I believe it's listed at about $36. I paid $5. I had enough Christmas inventory, new inventory that I just purchased in the last couple weeks to do about 5 haul videos. And what I'm showing you today is all that I have left. So I've only made it to 2 videos. I'm gonna go out potentially tomorrow and see if I can find some more stuff. So we might squeeze a few more videos in this season, but we will see because it's going fast. Next up, again, when I bought this, I bought 2 of them. The other one sold within days. So this is a triple indent glass Christmas tree topper. So lots of folks refer to this as mercury glass. It actually isn't, but it appears like mercury glass. Mercury glass actually is mercury, and it's a whole special process between 2 layers of glass. This is a single layer of glass. It's silver. It's got the silver finial on top, and did once have pink and gold paint. There's still some remaining. And then it's got the gold ball with the triple indent and the pink center. Very cool. No breaks. It's hollow there. It's hollow throughout. Just slides on the top branch of your tree. This guy measures, I think he's at 11 inches. When you buy these, you need to consider how tall your tree already is. I've made the mistake of purchasing these and thinking that I'm just going to pop it on top of my tree, but there never seems to be enough room between the top of the tree and the start of my ceiling, and so they usually don't fit. So make sure you measure and that it's going to fit, because I don't want you to be disappointed. This is probably listed in my shop somewhere in the 20s, maybe in the 30s because of the triple indent. So usually the indented ones go for a little bit more. So this is already listed for sure. Next up, I have a cute little Napco-ware sleigh. It's a white sleigh with these candy cane runners, which is my favorite part of it. So they're not actually candy canes, but they're painted to look like candy canes. So it's a white ceramic sleigh. It's got some gold painted detail there along the top. That's not dirt, that's gold paint. And then this bright red poinsettia sculpted on the side, and then these candy cane runners, which are really cool. So this is Napco-ware. It is marked and numbered X6445, and it's marked and has a label on the bottom. I paid a couple bucks for this in a box lot at auction. I don't remember what I listed it for, but I think it's going to be somewhere between 18 and 22. It is nice size. It can be used as a candy dish. You can use it on your Christmas dinner table to hold something. I don't know, maybe a centerpiece, put some flowers in it, or load it full of some Christmas ornaments just so there's something sparkly. Candy, could stick a candle in it, could use it for a lot of different things. So lots of space in there. You could plant a flower in it if you wanted to. In good condition, no cracks, no chips. So there is that Napco-ware sleigh. And then, so this guy I picked up, I believed him to be a candy container, and it was at the auction. He was in a case, and I saw that there was a light attached, and I said, well, how clever is that somebody crafted a light out of a vintage candy container? I bought it, and then upon closer inspection, I realized that this was not like a do-it-yourself homemade item. He was made this way. So Santa was made, this little Santa was made to have this light inserted into the back of him and to light up. He is hard plastic, like a vintage Santa candy container would be. The way I know that he wasn't crafted like after the fact, like somebody's dad or grandpa didn't put this together, is because he actually has vent holes in the top of them. So there's 3 vent holes in the top, and then there's 3 vent holes down here in the bottom where to let the hot air out so he doesn't melt. And so when I saw those, I said, oh my gosh, he was actually manufactured to be a light. So he's this tiny little Santa light. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't listed him yet. I have a Santa collection that goes on my mantle every Christmas, and I kind of want to make him part of it, but I'm still debating because I've got a lot. So if I can find something to trade out, maybe I'll add him. I don't know, I haven't decided, but if you're interested, check my Etsy shop or my eBay in the next week or so and see if he pops up on there. It's very possible he will, because I've just got accumulated too much. So there he is, the little light up little light up Santa candy container. And again, the cord's in good shape, the light's in good shape, and he's in good shape. He's got good paint, nice color, no breaks. Very cute, little tiny guy. He's like 4 inches tall, and he's lit up. I love it. Next up, we've got these cool lights. So these aren't super old. These are probably 1980s. They're made by Frank's. I don't know anything about Frank's. I'm guessing it's probably like a big box store or like a garden center, something like that. This is a set of 10 Santa face lights. So they are the newer, not LED. They're not LED lights. They are these kinds. I don't know what they're called. I don't know what these are called. But they're the more modern Christmas lights, that style. So they're that style of light. And then these are pop-on little plastic blow mold Santa faces that pop onto those lights. So they pop on and then Santa lights up. These are listed in my shop already. There's also a picture of them lit up already, so you can see what they look like lit. But it's a set of 10. They're pretty large. They're probably like 2.5 inches each Santa face. Again, it's a set of 10. They're in their original box. They work. They are also the type of lights that if one bulb burns out, they don't all get messed up, or they don't all stop working. They are more modern lights, so they're probably easier to repair and maintain. They are in an original box, so they're also easy to store. So very cool Santa lights. Those are already listed in my shop. And then finally my favorite. So these are my favorite every time I find them, and I don't find them very often. I look at a lot of Christmas stuff all year long, and this little, what I'm about to show you, is something that does not pop up very often at all. I have been doing resale and collecting vintage Christmas for, I don't know, about 8 or 10 years. And I have come across, this is now the 4th one that I found. Of the 4, one was completely damaged and was missing pieces and is still sold for good money. So I found 3 others that were fully intact and complete and working, and each one of them has sold for good money. So this one, this is a Twinkle Light. Show you the box, and I've never had one in the original box. So this is a Twinkle Light Christmas scene is what it's referred to. It's made in Japan. This is the original box, nice solid cardboard box, and this is what we're dealing with. So this little thing here, hold on because my tree is falling over. You can already see the reflection from the foil. I gotta get this guy to stand up. I gotta finagle that a little bit later. So what this is it's made in Japan. I found it's marked Japan as well. This is a little wood base. On the wood base sits a little plastic house with a reflective background. It's got a little tree. This pops on top of a bulb. So under this tree is a light bulb. So this tree lights up when this is plugged in. In front of the tree is a little tiny wooden fence made here. This tree keeps flopping over because I gotta pop it back in the hole there to make it stand up straight, but it does stand straight. The tree is also covered in clear beads to make it look snowy, which I'm gonna move it closer to you in a second. And then down here is a little tiny, most delicate celluloid Santa. So celluloid is that really super thin plastic that a lot of vintage toys used to make, little celluloid animals that you'd put in Christmas villages, celluloid animal toys. Sometimes you see the giant celluloid Santa faces. They're that really thin plastic that like cracks a lot and cracks easily. So this is a little tiny celluloid Santa. He stands about 1.5 inches. He's fully intact. There's no real damage to this at all. The tree lights up. When the tree lights up, it reflects on the house. You can see the house is foil. It's like a silver. And if you look inside the windows of the Christmas house, there are little wooden people in there. And there usually are. There are usually images inside of the house. And there's Santa. And here's the tree, which I will promise is standing up straight. By the time it would get to you, I'll fix it. I just need to pop this in, and I don't want to do it while I'm holding it in the air and drop it. So these are definitely made in Japan. They're pretty rare, little light up houses. This one is marked. The ones I have found in the past, this one, oh sorry, I'm causing a ruckus. This one does not have a manufacturing company name on it. It does have a number. It says made in Japan and patented. I don't know why I can't say that word, patented. I think that's right. It sounds so weird to me today. And it's numbered, number 7384. I did find another, and these I think are all made by the exact same company, same manufacturer. I did have one that was marked Nissan, Nishn. So if you want to try and do some research and find some more, if you search these, the ones you find are probably the ones that I've owned, because there just aren't a lot of them out there. So yes, so cute little house, adorable, light up. This bulb under here is the C7 bulb, so not the real skinny pointy one, but the smaller, more rounded bulbs, vintage light bulbs. That's what's under here. The one here is working. I will send it with a working bulb. The little tree just snaps on top and snaps off to change the bulb. And I mean, that's it. Look how adorable that is. And you can see the sparkle of the tree. Those are little plastic beads that have been glued fast to make it look like snow. And then it's got a little brush tree on this side as well. Again, the cord and the plug are in excellent condition. There's no damage here, except this tree is a little wonky. I'm gonna try and get that to stand up straight once I end this video. But super cute in the original box. I'm gonna pack it back up so it's nice and safe. And this is, I don't know if this is listed in my shop yet. I have to check back. It probably is. I think this is already listed in my shop. So I picked this guy up. Usually, in most cases, I've paid like $5 for them. This one I picked up at an antique store on sale. It was $30. And I knew that that was about half of what it was worth. So I bought it, and I am going to list it somewhere between $60 and $75. This will be listed. So if you're interested, head on over to my Etsy shop and check it out there. And there are good pictures. You can see a lot more detail. So that brings us to the end of today's haul. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get another Christmas haul together. I do have other Christmas inventory that's like already stored away and waiting to be shipped, and I don't really want to disrupt my organized shelves right now to pull all of that back out. But I might go out tomorrow and see if I can pick up some more Christmas stuff, and might be able to gather up enough inventory to do 1 or 2 more videos before the actual holiday, or before shipping time ends and I can't ship it and get it to you for Christmas anymore on time. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go decorate outside. I'm gonna go put my Christmas lights up. It's a warm, sunny day. We still have about a week till Thanksgiving, but I thought if I can get them up on this warm, sunny day, I promise not to light them until after Thanksgiving. But I'm gonna try and get them up while the weather is cooperating. So I'm gonna go do that today. And thank you for watching. Do not forget to go to Instagram and follow so that you can get the coupon codes and watch for the sales. This week is Black Friday, and then Small Business Saturday, and then Cyber Monday, and all those apply to me. So I will be running some coupons and some sales. So go follow me on Instagram so you can know what they are. And I guess I will see you around. If I don't see you again, you have an amazing holiday and a Happy New Year. And thank you for watching. Thanks for supporting Brand Junkin. I appreciate it.